Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're talking about how to create a basic web page or website with Google Sites. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing and let's get on with the video. To get your website up and running, make sure you logged on to Google account and then in the search bar search for Google Sites. Once you're there, you have this link called Google Sites Sign In. Just click that. Once you're logged on to Google Sites, you'll see similar layout to this one. And here on the top panel, you have option to start a website right from scratch, or you can use one of these templates. You can even expand this panel by clicking this template gallery. So once you click on this template gallery, and if you see here, you have quite a few options there in order to give you a start with your website. To keep things simple, I'm going to select one of these templates. Once you're on your chosen template, you'll see additional added options on the right hand side of this layout. Let's talk about some of these options so we are familiar with the format when you're creating your own web page. Here we have three main options: Insert, Pages, and Themes. And under each option you'll have a few subcategories. Insert is the main area where you'll be spending most of your time, because here you'll have options to add and drag and drop items for your website. Let's say you want to change the layout and add a component in your website. You need to simply hold and drag this component to the desired location of your website. And if you see here, you need to follow that blue line across the page. This blue line shows that the possible location of your component that you're trying to add. You can now possibly add images or videos and a brief description of each component that you added. Now if you scroll down under Insert, you'll find loads of options that you can use in your web page, such as buttons, dividers, YouTube, Google Calendar, and other Google tools that you may find useful. Now next option on the right, that's Pages. Here you'll find different pages that you'll have in your website. You can make all the required changes according to your needs. And once you click on these three buttons, you'll have options such as making this section as home page, duplicating this area, add a subpage, hide from the navigation, or delete this page altogether. And under properties, you'll have option to rename this page. Now third option on this panel is Themes, where you can select different themes that suit your branding or project. Currently we're using this impression theme. In each theme there is an option for you to change your theme color and font style to suit your requirements. And if you see here, you have few options for color and you have options to change the font if you like. Some of the other options on top of this Google site page are undo, redo last section, preview your website, which means once you have an option to see how your website will look once it's published and available for people to view. Now you're in preview and you'll have options to test your website on a PC, which you are seeing right now, on mobile phone, where you'll see how all images and other information appears, and you'll also have an option to view your website in a tablet mode. And if you want to exit from preview, then you simply click on this X button here. Next option is grayed out, to send your website as a link to someone. You're not able to do this right now as your web page needs to be published first. Next option, where you can share this web page if you want others to have access so they can edit this web page if they like. Next option we have is Settings, where you have options to change navigation on your web page, such as now we have navigation on the side, but we can always change this to the top so visitors can easily navigate this web page. Next option here is Brand Images, where you can upload your own logo and add a favicon image. Here we have an example of Google. If you see here, the small logo, Google logo here, that is called favicon. Now next option, if you see here, you've got these three buttons here where you'll see some history of your recent work or projects. The next option, if you see here, is giving you an option to duplicate or make a copy of your web page. And after that we have an option of this big publish button here. Once you click publish, you'll be given an option to add web address, as this website still needs to be published. Let's say we write our website name here, that's subscribe-now, and hit publish. And if you notice here, your web page address will include Google site page in the beginning. This is because we have not registered our custom domain name, hence this will come up with Google Sites web address. This is absolutely fine to start with, but once you have established your audience and regular visitors visitors on your web page, then you can register your domain name by all means. Now I'm just going to hit publish, which will make this web page live. Now if you see your web page, you'll have these sections that are divided with lines, but these are only visible to you when you're on the website editing stuff. And let's say you want to move any of these elements up and down, then you can simply take your mouse to one side and drag that element to your desired location and just release your mouse here. And if you see here, this welcome area has been brought down from the top. If you want to add an image, then you can go to right hand side, and if you see here, there's a link called images. Click that and press select. Now if you see here, you have quite a few options there. You have an option to add an image from Google Drive by URL or even from Google image search. So I'm going to type London here. So I'll type London to search an image from Google Images. And let's say once you select this image and simply click insert. Now if you see here, this image has been brought down here under this bigger image. And if you want to move this smaller image to next to this bigger image, now if you see here, this bigger image is overlapping or is taking over quite a bit of space in this web page. To resize this image, you can simply click on the image to get more options there. If you see here, you can crop the image, you can uncrop it, you can even add link or delete it altogether. So I'm just going to drag this image to make this image to the right size. When I drag this image and resize this image, it automatically adjusted the image that already existed. Similar thing applies to anything that is text based. So if you see here, if I click on this text, I've got a few options there. I can change the text font, I can change the size, make it italic, bold, and even insert link in this text or delete it. And you can do the same thing by going to each area of the web page and highlighting the area and adjusting that element according to your needs. The next thing we talk about is to add a new page in your website. So we'll go to pages section of our web page, and at the bottom right corner, if you see here, you've got plus sign here, and if you drag your mouse there, you have a few options where you can add a new page, a new menu section, or even add a new link, where you'll have option to add an external link for your visitors to move out of your web page to an external website. But in most cases, you're likely to select a new page. So select new page, and once you click on new page, it's going to give you an option to name that page. I'm going to call this page new and click on done. And if you see here, this new page has been added in your website. Now to see further options, just simply click on these three dots and you'll have all these different options there for you to make further changes into your new page. Now let's say you want to have a subpage, or you want to change this new page into a subpage, then you simply press and hold and drag this new page over any of the other pages on this website, and this will turn this new page into a subpage of an existing section of your website. Here you can clearly see this new page has become part of the contact page, means it is now a subpage of the contact section of this website. You can also see this page on the top, and if you drag your mouse to contact, and it will come up as a new page there. And once again, if you think this is looking a bit messy, then you can simply hide this subpage from your visitors to keep that clean look. So click here and simply click on this hide from navigation, and if you click on hide from navigation, and if you see here, your subpage under contact is not showing anymore. Question of the day is, have you planned on creating your own web page, and what tools you are intended to use? This is how you can take advantage of creating a simple yet effective web page on Google Sites. And don't forget to watch more videos you may find useful. Give this video a thumbs up if you think this has brought you some value. Take care, stay safe, stay blessed. Thank you.